What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, the Ultimate Rage, coming back with yet another live here in the No Cap Zone, where we have a strict dress code. Now get the hell off with that capping ass bullshit. The only kind of cap that we allow around these parts is your thinking cap. Otherwise, you got to move the hell around. Get the fuck from around me. This ain't the place for you. Sorry to break it to you, but we don't care. We don't care. We don't want to hear from your weak ass mouth. Because see, around these parts, all we care about are the facts, the truth, the data, the information, statistics, evidence. You know, things that can actually be demonstrated in real life. You know, like in real time. You know, like while we're actually alive and sane and of sound mind, because otherwise I have literally no idea what these loonies out here are talking about. And to tell you the truth, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, which is why we gotta talk about it. So let's talk. So before I continue, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Head to the website, head to off9.com, join the Discord community. We got some really awesome things happening, you know what I'm saying? Things that are on the horizon that are about to be amazing. We just literally, right before getting on, we actually improved our welcome message to all new members who joined the Discord. It's actually really dope. Shout out to Google for Google Flow and Veil, which is what I've been using. Things are about to be amazing, okay? We're developing this progression system. This is ground zero for how we transform the world, en route to becoming what I call a Kardashev Type 1 civilization and beyond, okay? And this is what this is all about. So I know a lot of y'all might be like, what the fuck is that? What the hell is a Kardashev? What the hell was that? Well, in order to answer your question, first we gotta take a step back. And we ask the same question we ask every single fucking day. What the hell are we doing, fam? What exactly are we doing as a human race, as American citizens, as conscious beings, as earthlings? What exactly are we doing? What are our goals? What are our aims? What exactly are we hoping to accomplish in the grand scheme of things, in the totality of reality? What are we trying to do? And see, these are the questions that we should be asking ourselves every single fucking day, and yet we don't. Why? I don't know. I literally have no idea why we don't ask these questions, but for some weird ass reason we're not asking these questions. So as a result, we've become what I've called the scam capital, the capital of the world, the divided states of corporations, because ain't nothing united about the United States. What the fuck do we unite about? What are the things that we unite over? Oh yeah, I forgot. Fucking bullshit, stupid shit, dumb shit, useless shit. Things that don't actually help us in real life. So as a result, we've become what I call the scam capital. A nation filled to the brim with people running around like chickens with their heads cut off with no clear direction, no clear goals, no clear aims. So now they put on the front as if they know what the hell they're talking about, when in reality they don't know shit. And it's evident, it's obvious from the kinds of conversations that we have on a regular basis. Because it doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on, 9 times out of 10, you don't know shit. You might know a little something. You might have a few little pieces of nuggets here and there. But in terms of understanding the total picture of what's happening and how destructive it has become, most people are completely oblivious. They have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. They don't even really want to know what I'm talking about. People have already picked their political side of the aisle. They have already picked the political party that they feel like is the most amazing political party in the fucking world. But they don't really understand what exactly they're pushing for or why they're pushing for it. I mean, a lot of the time it's like anything, tribalism, right? Like, you go with the flow, you go with the people around you. If everybody around you was this, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be this too. Most people are afraid to stand up and be something different and go against the social norms. Most people are followers, most people assimilate, most people acclimate, most people conform. People are afraid to be themselves. They don't even know who they are. They're so confused, they don't even know who they are, let alone choosing to be themselves. That's why everybody's so busy trying to be like every fucking body else instead of actually taking a step back and saying, why do I want to be like this dude or that chick or this whatever the fuck they identify as? Why am I trying to be like all these other people? And for what fucking purpose? What is the ultimate goal here? And that is the problem that we have as a society. Too many people are caught up in trying to belong. They don't even know what they belong to or why they're trying to belong to that or whether or not it's actually a good thing to belong to that. In fact, what does it even mean, a good thing? What exactly is a good thing? Because a lot of things that people think are good turn out to be very bad or very bad for us, or they might have these qualities that might be good in some ways but could be terrible in other ways. It's like anything. Too much of a bad thing could be, too much of a good thing could be bad, as the old adage goes. Right? Like, what? So, in order for us to figure out what we're trying to do, we have to get real about reality. And that's where we always have the problem, right there. Getting real with the reality, because too many people among us, specifically people in positions of power, decision making, law making, legislation, all that type of stuff, executive boards and what have you, a lot of these people are either deluded from reality or they have ulterior motives that are ultimately detrimental to society, detrimental to our communities. And this is the reason why we have reached this point of this very peculiar point of potential danger, of extreme danger, because we see all these different problems all around us, and yet the people that are in the very positions to actually address those things have done the, let's just say, a bang-up job. We're going to be nice today. They've done a bang-up job of actually addressing the major issues in the world, addressing the issues that affect our future and our continued existence. They don't even talk about it. They think that by giving out bullshit platitudes and fucking catchphrases and propaganda, that's just enough to suffice. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. We have to have real complicated, difficult discussions about the nature of reality and the state of affairs of our society, where we're going, how we're choosing to go there, why we're choosing to go there, and, how we're going to work together to go there, to get there, to actually arrive there, so we can set up shop and do more shit. So, it is my opinion that at the core of the problems of society lies the problem of theism, Christianity. Yeah, I have no problem saying that. Look, I am an atheist and an anti-theist, a futurist, an extropist, a humanist, a transhumanist. I'm all about the future. I'm all about thinking ahead. I'm all about thinking things through, trying to understand the way things are, why they're the way they are, and how we can improve upon things, how we can optimize things, make things not just better than they are, but actually maximize how great they can be. But in order to do that, we have to be realistic, we have to be practical, we have to have a sane and healthy understanding of reality as it is. But unfortunately, too many people among us have a complete and totally warped understanding of reality, which is why we have these suboptimal conditions that we experience on a daily basis. It is so difficult for us, particularly those of us who are on the non-belief side, to get a word in edgewise, because there's too many platforms that work tirelessly to suppress our voices, particularly my voice, which is why it forces me to get even louder and to let y'all know that y'all gotta knock it the hell off with that craziness. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah, I know y'all love to think that y'all are the best and y'all have the most wonderful ideas in the whole fucking world, but I'm here to break it to you that you don't. Matter of fact, you have the worst ideas. You have the worst ideas. Your whole entire worldview is based on sci-fi fantasy. It is fiction. It is nonsense. It is senseless. It is literally not sensible, illogical, worthless, useless. And I don't say that on some, I'm just filled with hate. This has nothing to do with hate. Everything I say is all about accuracy. Everything I have to say is accurate. And the reason why I know it is accurate is because y'all have had way the hell more than enough time to demonstrate that y'all have any shred of a clue about what y'all are talking about. Y'all have every opportunity right now to show us that whatever y'all are talking about is actually real, that actually is true, that it actually comports with the reality that we all share and inhabit together on a constant basis. And not one single theist has done that. Not one time. Not one single theist can demonstrate any of the sci-fi fantasy claims that they ever make. Not one time. They love to talk about this super duper supernatural super deity thing, this thing that is like supposedly the thing that created everything. It created everything, it discovered everything, it invented everything, it thought this, it thought that, it felt this, it felt that, it created you, it created me, and all this type of stuff. They always say this stuff, but not one time have they ever demonstrated it. Not one single time. And every single day I get on here and I say, hey, Theus, if what you are saying is so fucking true, where the hell is this thing at? They get in the comments, they say, oh, you're so ignorant, oh, you're so dumb, oh, your IQ is so low, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, let's just say that all of that was true. Let's just say you were exactly correct, that I am just so dumb and so stupid and such an idiot and a moron. I am such a dumbass. I am dumb as fuck, y'all. I mean, I am literally remedial as hell. I'm suffering from various psychological disorders that inhibit my psychological capabilities. It inhibits my cognitive processes to such a degree that I struggle to understand anything. Okay, so why don't you help me out then? If I am so stupid and so dumb, why don't you enlighten us and show us what the hell you're fucking talking about? If what you are saying is so real and so true, then why is it so difficult for a single one of you? I mean, look, I've said this countless times. There are literally billions. Like, let's just say a cool 5 billion theists in the world of all different variations of stripes, okay? And that's being generous. But let's just say 5 billion, okay? 2.4 billion of them are specifically Christians, okay? And of the 2.4 billion Christians throughout the entire earth, 200 million of them are right here in America. All it takes is one single, I mean, literally one, singular, one singleton, a singleton of you, a one of you, a literally one of you. All it takes is one. We're talking about the most minuscule percentage of a population just to demonstrate any of what the hell y'all are talking about. And then stupid idiot like me gets shown once again that I'm so stupid and so idiotic. And then all of a sudden, now I gotta admit to the whole entire world, you know what? They were right. I was wrong. They're so smart. I'm so dumb. I get so dumb. Look, see, I wish I could show y'all. Error. YouTube is not receiving, and I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why this happens? Why am I erroring out? Why is it saying that YouTube is not getting my fucking shit? It's saying that the quality is poor. Mind you, this happens every single day. I just want y'all to know this. This is an everyday thing. It doesn't matter what the hell happens. I have nearly full bars on my Wi-Fi, but it's telling me error. YouTube is not receiving enough video from you, dude. That is, I don't get it. I don't understand why that happens, but whatever. So, if you see this on YouTube and there's issues with the audio or anything, y'all just gonna have to grin and bear it. I'm sorry about that, because it says right here, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I don't know what that means. It's hard for me to think that this is not happening on purpose. Because why is this happening? What causes this? What is this error? Why does it say error? Why does it say the stream status is poor? Why is it saying that the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate? I don't understand it. Like, they're saying that as if I'm like choosing to stream at a low bit rate. Like, what the fuck? Somebody help me out here. This is pissing me off. I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. This is driving me crazy. Like, why can't it just work? God damn it. See, but look, I can't let this, I can't let this stop me. All I can do is just do what I can. So we're just gonna keep going. But look, it's like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? But anywho, look, all these people, they come at me and they say these things to me, you know, like I was saying earlier, they'll hit me with all of these insults. They'll say that I'm this and that, but at the end of the day, they still fail to demonstrate any of this. All it takes is one single one of them out of literally billions of people. All it takes is one of those people, a single one of those people, to actually accomplish what they've been yearning to accomplish this whole time. To demonstrate that there is this supernatural deity thing that they're so obsessed with, that they claim, I guess, affects them, influences them, motivates them, pushes them, encourages them, all these different things. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But all I can do is just say, okay, well, where is it? If this thing is so real, then where exactly is it? Why is it that it's always talking to y'all, but it never seems to want to talk to me, the person who was daily saying, hey, I want to see this thing. Where exactly is this thing right now? Where is it? What is it? Where is it right now? The reason why we don't see it is because it's not there. In this time that people knock it off with the pretending like there's this thing that's there, it's not. And I know a lot of y'all might be like, well, if this is about Trump versus the Republicans, then why are you talking about this? Well, if you don't know, let me explain it. Because Trump is a Christian. His entire staff, bunch of Christians. The people he handpicks tend to be Christians. Damn near the whole Republican Party, bunch of Christians. Hell, even a lot of the Democrats, a lot of them are Christian. And yet, we have all these differences. We have all this opposition, even though so many of these people claim to be under the guide of this supernatural super thing that's supposedly so super duper. I don't know how the fuck these people have determined that this thing is so wonderfully amazing or whatever, but for some reason, this thing is confused or is purposely confusing these people because they never seem to be capable of agreeing on anything, even their own lore, which is why there's so many different denominations and different variations and different fucking sects and different cults and different, other forms of fan fiction bullshit, because it's cap. So to talk about the topic of the day, I wanted to bring this up to show y'all the failure of theism. So this is from Politico. It's called Trump Pans Bad Republicans Who Voted to End the Iran War. Who would do such an unpatriotic thing, he said. They know where the negotiations stand. By Gregory Svirnovsky. Obviously today at fucking 9:13 a.m. Eastern Time, which would be 8:13 a.m. Central Time here in Chicago. Okay. So, it says, President Donald Trump lashed out at the 4 Republicans who lent their votes to a war powers resolution against the Iran war this week, calling them grandstanders and questioning their patriotism. Wednesday's vote represents the latest blow for a president increasingly at odds with his own party in Congress. Yesterday, in the meaningless vote, the House voted for bad Republicans and all of the Democrats to limit my war powers, right in the middle of my final negotiations to end the war with the Islamic Republic of Iran. Trump wrote on Truth Social Thursday morning, who would do such an unpatriotic thing? They know where the negotiations stand. Fam. Why don't you ask the fucking Lord? Huh? Why don't you talk to that Jesus thing that you always talk about and get the fucking answer from him? Why is it that, I just realized it says Democrats. How did I misread that, yo? Four bad Republicans and all of the dumbo fourth grader, bro. Like, I swear to God, G. Like, what the fuck, bro? How the fuck did this happen? But, see, this is the problem that I always have. Now, look. I am a political leftist. I always say this. I was a Democrat for, like, 8 years or so, right? After I graduated college. And I stopped being a Democrat because I... Unfortunately, in fact, this motherfucker is who made me stop being a Democrat, but not for the reasons y'all might want to think. Like, think about how shitty of a party you have to be to lose to that guy. How bad do you have to be to lose to that dude and to lose somebody like me, who is one of your ardent supporters? But, why don't you ask the Lord, bro? Why are y'all not on the same page? All of you Jesus freaks who are out here who claim that you have this supposed supernatural super thing, y'all have a very, 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 very difficult time coming together and having real, like, sensible, serious conversations about reality where you guys are working together interdependently with synergy to maximize our collective quality of life. Y'all have been such miserable fucking failures for a long time. And it doesn't matter which of the two parties are in office. Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat. It doesn't matter. Y'all all fail all the time and have been failing for decades. And it's actually a goddamn shame, considering that y'all supposedly have this super nature thing, the super nature, the supernatural, the super duper, super uber, super intelligent 3-in-1, 1-in-3, the 3-in-1 Trinity package. The cable, internet, and phone, all together. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The triune Trinity, triumvirate, triforce thing. That super thing, that triangular thing. Whatever y'all claim it to be, is supposedly the super duperest thing of all times. And, y'all still can't seem to agree on anything. So let's continue with the article, G. So it says right here, the Republicans, Reps Thomas Massie, Tom Barrett, Warren Davidson, and Brian Fitzpatrick joined House Democrats on the largely symbolic resolution to bring the war to an end, absent congressional approval. They come from diametrically different ends of the party, but united on Wednesday to rebuke the Middle East war, now well into its 4th month. Their offices did not immediately respond to requests for comment, and it comes as the White House looks for a diplomatic breakthrough in peace talks with Tehran. Negotiations have sputtered since an April ceasefire brought hostilities between the two sides to a temporary halt. Fam, see, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. It's 2026. How hard is it? How difficult is it really for y'all to just talk and just solve shit? Like, what exactly is the fucking problem? What is so hard about, hey, let's not fucking kill each other, let's work together? Like, isn't that what the fuck your job? Isn't that your job? Isn't that literally your job? But see, this is what happens when you get a bunch of fucking loonies in these positions. That's why we have to have these conversations, bro. Because too many people across the country, particularly in all these different political parties, well, just these two political parties, but in these different jurisdictions and municipalities, all of these people are out of their fucking minds, literally detached from reality. And as a result, they put these goofies in office who fuck shit up on a constant basis. They act like they're so smart and so fucking wise and they're so resourceful and they're so intelligent. Meanwhile, they're failing the fuck out of everybody. They've been failing this whole time, and it's just been a shit show this whole time. We wonder why we are doing so poorly as a society, and then people still act so completely delusional. They act so detached because they have these ridiculous misunderstandings of reality. And I blame the theists. You damn right. I blame the theists because, for one, and I say this every day, theists, particularly Christians are 2/3 of the American population, which means you are the overwhelming majority by far. Y'all are in every position of government, literally every single possible position there could be. You are the most represented, everything, everywhere, all the time. I can't watch the NBA Finals without seeing you fucks there. I mean, literally, I'm seeing nuns being highlighted at the fucking NBA Finals. And think about the dichotomy of that. Let me go on a little tangent real quick to talk about that. The reason this is important is because to even get a ticket at the NBA Finals, you gotta pay thousands of dollars. And the fact that they keep showing these hoe-ass nuns at the motherfucking stadium means that these hoe-ass nuns got all kinds of money to pay for these tickets. Now, y'all might be like, oh, why are you picking on nuns? What did they ever do? You know, that's actually a good-ass question. What do they do? What exactly do nuns do to society? What do they provide for our society? How are they helping to improve our lives? How are they helping to improve the community? What have they done? What actually do they do? What do they actually do that's so special and wonderful that it justifies their mere existence? And I don't mean them as a person individually. I mean their roles in these sci-fi fantasy bullshit ideologies, because they're not helping to stop the rape throughout the Catholic Church, you know, because that's this very, very Catholic thing, and all we see are billions of dollars of settlements all across the fucking country just within the last few months. Just within literally the last few months. Okay? Billions of literally last month they're talking about 800 million in New York City alone. That's damn near the fucking billion right there. 800 billion in New York City. That was a month ago. They're offering for a settlement. Right? That's just one out of so many $100 million settlements. These aren't small settlements. These aren't like small little amounts. Like, right? This isn't $20,000 here and there. No, these are like $100 million, $200 million settlements all over the country. In Buffalo alone, Buffalo, New York, they settled for like $276 million. So you put that with New York City, you're already north of $1 billion with two cities within the past year. Because I think in Buffalo it was either earlier this year or last year. Either way, you're talking about $1 billion with two cities. Two cities of New York. That doesn't count so many of the other cities like Syracuse and Albany and Rochester, where they also had huge settlements. And that's just New York State. We're not even talking about all these other states and all these other municipalities where all these other settlements happen. So think about it. They got literally billions of dollars to pay in restitution to people that they've raped over the course of decades. So, of course, they got the money to pay for finals tickets. That ain't shit. If they got billions of dollars to pay for restitution of constant rape, then yeah, they got the money to pay for NBA Finals tickets. But it just goes to show you how absolutely disgusting it is that they'll highlight these nuns on TV and act like it's such a good thing. That's the thing that pisses me off, especially when I see all these other pundits and creators and influencers who talk about it like it's a good thing. Fuck that. Because they're not actually helping society in any real way, shape, or form anyway. But that aside, right? It's the mere fact that there's so much representation of Christianity throughout society all day, every single day. But there's never really a discussion about what they actually do, what they've actually done that has actually improved society, that actually today, right now, improves society right now? Like, how exactly is this Iran thing helping us out? What exactly is that all about? Because see, here's the thing. Now, mind you, I will say this: I am not, and have never. Well, I won't say never, but I am not a fan of Obama. I voted for him. I donated to his campaign, but then I got disillusioned when and Obama was a very huge influence on why I left the Democratic Party too, because he was one of the biggest psyops I ever seen in my life. And to this day, to see the effects he has on people is utterly amazing, because they act like he did such a great job as a president. But when you ask them, what did he actually do? Outside of Obamacare, which isn't the best thing in the world anyway, what did he actually do? That was so great. That was so fucking amazing that it was like, wow, what he did was great. But anyway, one thing I can say that, you could give him, right, is that he did do a deal with Iran. He did a deal with Iran, I think during his second term. It was a historic deal to limit Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons, gathering material, all that type of shit. And Trump, in his first term, sabotaged that deal. Why? For what? For fucking what? That's why this whole shit is so crazy. Because if we had a deal in place, what the hell was your reason for putting a kibosh on that deal? So you can negotiate a better deal? Why couldn't you have just negotiated a better deal without the war shit? Like, what the fuck is that? But you didn't negotiate a better deal. Instead, you started another war that costs more money and, more importantly, more lives. Yeah, I know y'all don't really care about that shit, right? No, because the value of human life is worthless compared to you psychopathic fucking capitalist pigs and shit. Like, to y'all, a human life ain't shit. If it's just some guy, who cares, right? He's just some guy. Hey, thank you for serving our country, sir. Now get the fuck out of here. Here, family. Here's a couple pennies. Get the fuck out of here. We don't give a fuck how you guys do without your fucking husband who died for fucking nothing. This is why we gotta have these conversations, fam. Because what the hell was the point of that? Why do people just, like, gloss over that type of shit? What the hell was the point of sabotaging that deal, starting a war, and then spending taxpayer money for what? Like, that's the part I don't get. For what? It's not like, oh, Obama failed to do a deal, so now you got to come back to try to do what he couldn't do. No, you literally sabotaged what was done. And mind you, I'm not an Obama fan. I am not a person who will sit here and lionize Obama. I will tell you all about all the fuck shit he did while he was in office. But I'm all about being accurate. One thing I can say that he did that is mostly a good thing is that he did a deal with Iran. Right? A country that we had tensions with, right? That's allied with our enemies, right? Like, we did a deal with them. You sabotaged that deal for fucking nothing. You can miss me with the Jesus thing told you to do it, because now you got to actually demonstrate that. Where's this Jesus thing at, so we can actually talk to it? So we can ask it why the fuck it would tell you some stupid ass shit like that. Of all the people to tell some crazy shit like, hey, do some dumb shit, why would it tell yo ass that? Why wouldn't it tell you some super duper smart shit? Why wouldn't it give you the best possible strategy that could harm the least possible people and have the biggest possible effect to lead to the best possible outcome? In fact, what is the best possible outcome? Oh, you want to stop them from getting a nuclear weapon. And you expect to do that by bombing them to hell. Giving them a reason to want to pursue it because of you being crazy as fuck. I've said this in previous lives, right? Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe and turn on the notifications if you haven't already. Hit the website, off9.com. Like, think about it, right? Think about, like, if you do a deal with somebody, y'all got everything online. Look, you got it in writing. This is what you're gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do our thing, and this is what's gonna happen. Y'all sign it. Y'all agree. Handshake. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. And then they come back, rip up the paper, and put a gun in your head and say, "Nah, got a new plan. Either you give us everything, or we're gonna kill you." You're not gonna feel good about that, especially if like they actually do it, like this fucking psycho. Now think if you're another country and you're seeing that happen. Like, damn, the U.S. is just gonna like do a deal and then just rip up the deal and then just kill you. Straight like that. Say, fuck you, we're gonna start bombing your shit and fucking your shit up so we can negotiate a better deal. Yeah, if I was another country, that's gonna make me be like, you know what, maybe I might need to give me a nuke. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta deal with this psycho ass dude that might come for them next. Motherfuckers wanna wonder why North Korea does the posturing they do when we have loonies like this in office. Hold on, y'all, I got a phone call. Be right back. Hello?
What up, Mo Jr.?
Hold on.